you. Jonah's Amir.
Omar.
Uh-huh.
They've been working all night.
And? Isn't that what they're paid for? Get lost.
Shit. No.
Jonah, when I come back here...
What is that?
Jonah, when I get back... Dude, you just took that like a bitch. Jonah, when I get back, are you gonna have that girl bent over?
Everything all right?
No. It's all terrible, as usual. These pillagers come to town, hire us to dig up our own relics, don't even pay us a living wage.
And then they run off with them and profit.
We are all desperate here. There's no work since Porvenir pulled out. We're sitting ducks.
And I imagine the storm hasn't helped matters.
What little we had is gone or underwater. I don't know what to do anymore.
I have some experience with these kinds of people. Maybe I can help.
I don't know what good it'll do. Did I catch your name?
Lara.
I'm Victor. If you want to talk to Omar, the executive lead tormentor in charge of theft and pillaging, he's in there.
Thanks.
Be careful. He doesn't like to be challenged.
I like the way you put that. Oh, shit. Alright, sir, what do you want?
Piss off, you're spoiling the reception.
Yeah, this guy... Wait, what are you... This guy's already an asshole. I can barely see it, but it looks like soccer or something. Or football to some people.
Who are you? Looking for work? Well, you're out of luck. We have enough people. Marco's in charge of HR now anyway.
Oh, yes, thank you. Do you know where he is?
Where else? The bar.
Alright, Mr. Marco. And the bar was the first place when Jonah met What's-Her-Face, right? I think. Which is up here. I think this is the bar. I mean, this is where they were drinking earlier. And there's a sad fuck who waited 2 years for some fucking...
I'm looking for Marco.
Why? For what?
I just want to talk to him.
He doesn't want any trouble.
I'm not looking for trouble. I'm looking for work.
Work? Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure.
So, you're Marco?
Tell me Omar didn't send you here to mess with me? If any of those animals hurts my son, I'll...
Marco, I'm not with Omar. Believe me. What's this about your son?
I blew out my knee, so Omar took Pablo to replace me at the dig site. Said I was HR now and that it was my job to find a replacement. Otherwise...
Otherwise, he'd keep working your son.
Yeah. I'm worried he's just gonna keep Pablo up there, even if I bring him someone.
Well, it's a good thing you've just hired someone.
You? Really? You do that?
We wouldn't want to disappoint the boss, would we?
Thank you. If you see Pablo, please tell him I'm here.
Enlisting yourself for other people's shit. Sounds remarkably familiar to someone I know who have already compared her to lung capacity wise. Kyle Crane. And sup, cowboy hat, Mr. Texas. And yes, people, and yes, I've lived in Texas for years. Yes, they actually do wear cowboy hats like that, and they also do wear the cowboy boots. Stereotypes may be stereotypes, but they usually exist for a reason. Like how I previously talked about New York City's stereotypes, how they're all 100% accurate. Now how the hell do I get up there?
Go on, it's easy. Just grab it and stuff the cherry bomb up its... No. Does it even have one of those? How else is it gonna shake? No, I don't want to...
Wait, really? You say up its, you can't say up its ass, but then you can say how else it's gonna shit. God. That reminds me of Muji, man. The dude won't say bitch or bastard, but he'll say cocksucker and pussy, which makes no goddamn sense. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, all right. I'm finding my way. Okay, good. I was hoping this would be the way, and it is. All right, come on. Let's go. Oh. I would have been going faster from the beginning, except I remember Rise of the Tomb Raiders mechanics more now because in between after I played the main campaign for this game and even the initial side quests, I went back and played Witch of the Veil and Blood Ties for Rise, so now I'm more familiar with that game's controls again. So, and the underwater controls of that game are bass backwards from this one. That.
Someone has barricaded the path.
Oh, have they? Yeah, they have. But what's this way then? Hang on. Oh, okay. Doesn't lead anywhere. Alright. So how am I gonna get past this? Can't climb up here. Oh, wait. Oh. Was that all I needed? That was easy. Good. I like shit that's easy. Alright. Ruins. What is that? I'm willing to bet I'm going to get into a lot of conflict here with this Pablo mother.
Looks like the bridge is out.
Oh shit! Let's get out of the way now this time rather than going right into it. Whew! I may or may not have kept that death in just because how stupid it was.
This room has fared better than the rest of the cavern, it seems.
Oh, it has it now. Fine, I'll open the damn thing. You know, if I was... who was won by Nice Rise? You know, one thing I wonder, if I was in a place like this in real life, would it be more creepy or would it be more just intriguing? What the hell? Perfectly enough, the place I went to previously was just a random side quest crypt. But since it's still a side quest crypt, I decided to leave it anyway. But I did make the trip back here off screen, so...
This
to be
is
sure.
dedication to Supe, god of death and ruler of Uku Pasha, the Incan underworld. It entreats him to come forth, with his legions of demons and to converge on this site, where the local people will do him honor with written poems extolling his greatness or offerings of food and drink. By paying him the respect he deserves in this way, the local people pray he will only take those he must, and not harm any others of their community unnecessarily.
There we go. Now, let's see how much trouble I get in with this Pablo motherfucker, or whatever it was.
What is that?
A kid is running away.
Please help me.
Are you okay?
You're coming after me?
Are you Pablo?
Well, I'll kill him.
Yes.
It's okay. Your father sent me. He's at Abby's. Go meet him there. I'll take care of these guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bro, I'd love to hug Laura.
Get out of here.
Shit. Tell you what, man, Jonah may not be fucking Laura for some reason, but he is hugging her, probably. Let's see. Okay. Time to kill some people. Because Laura's just like Nathan Drake, where she's a serial killer. Well, she's a mass murderer. People tell me I sound like Nathan Drake.
Shit.
What the hell got into it? He used to bring us 10 people a week.
Ask me, it's that brother. Always unionization this and justice that. Wow, wow, wow.
Fucking snowflake.
Are the fines here even worth it? They are on the black market. True.
I'm gonna do it stealthily if I can. I don't want to do this, you know, guns blazing. If I don't have to.
The generator's broken again. Fix it. Fuck you.
Ah, shit, I am tired of covering for those assholes.
Stupid fucking thing.
Man down!
Man isn't down yet.
It's always breaking.
Asswipe.
Taking casualties! What the? It's you!
Yes, it's me. By the way, that double stealth kill I did just now was a upgrade. Yeah, it's me, you motherfuckers. Think I'm afraid of you or some shit? Alright. Wait, what's up here? Nothing. That's important. Okay, just making sure.
We're sick of this abuse.
Oh.
We refuse to sit still for this.
This is the last straw! Step back!
You better let it go. Now! You can't hide behind your guns anymore.
Back to work or he dies! We refuse to let you threaten us! You think he's bluffing?
You're just a lousy bunch of thieves.
Yeah, I said no guns blazing, but I changed my mind.
You can't do better than that! Let's finish this!
Oh, he sees me?
All right. Need to get back to the village.
That was it? Oh. Well, that was pretty easy. Oh, God. Oh. You know, here's one thing I'll say, and this is why I think, like, this is why the Tomb Raider games are like this now, where, like, the game isn't actually about tomb raiding, is that, I mentioned it's actually the 2013 version too, but I'm going to expand upon it here, or elaborate on it a little bit. OG Tomb Raider came out in 1996. And it was a revolutionary game. Well, the first ones were. Some of them were a piece of shit like Angel of Darkness. Which is why I think it's kind of funny they have the outfit for that in this game, rather than like a better games. But it was a good game, actually tomb raiding and shit. It had its own identity with its own new female protagonist for video gaming, which I think Lara, I don't know if she was the first, but she was at least one of the pioneering female protagonists in a video game. And then what happened? The formula got stale after a while, so people stopped buying the shit, and then it just kept getting kind of shittier, and then they rebooted the series with, I think Anniversary or Legend, one of those two rebooted the series, and then it kind of, I don't know if it went under again, but something happened. I think Underworld was the previous one before 2013. But now then, but in between the original Tomb Raiders and the reboot trilogy, which I've done, Uncharted came out, and people really like Uncharted, and so I feel like they're trying to avoid doing the same shit again, with like, you know, the formula the old fucking ones did with the tomb raiding and all that, which is really ironic because the game's called Tomb Raider. But I feel like they were avoiding making the same mistake again, and so they decided to make it very Uncharted-like. But see, that's not necessarily a good thing. I mean, I like these games, don't get me wrong, but like as far as Tomb Raider goes in itself, that's not a good thing for Tomb Raider's identity though, because Tomb Raider no longer seems to have its own identity. Like Lara, while she's still the main character, seems to have a lot of traits from Nathan Drake. And the game's formulas, especially this one, do too. Like in the reboot trilogy, the one that had its own identity the most was the 2013 version, because there was no sign of Trinity or anything. I don't know. I feel like the old Tomb Raider is dead, and now we got the new shit. Which I do like the new shit, but like I said, I feel like Tomb Raider's lost its identity.
I've been doing some research, and I think we might be able to set ourselves up with a homemade refinery. It's going to be a lot of work though, and I can't do it alone. We'll need to build an oil tank, 1,000 liter capacity.
Okay, you can read it on your own if you want to. I would have continued that, but it just didn't really seem like it had that much point to it. Like, I don't care that much for reading shit that doesn't pertain to the plot, unless it seems really interesting. Alright, Marco. And Pablo Escobar.
Told me what you did. I don't know what to say, apart from thank you.
Of course.
You know, many years ago when my grandfather was still a boy, men came here and tried to cut down the wilderness around the village. Everyone was afraid to stand up to them.
But he didn't.
A 15-year-old boy with an empty gun stood on the edge of the village and held back machines and men twice his size.
Sometimes the courage of one person can outweigh the cowardice of dozens.
I still have the gun he used to hold them back. I'd like you to have it.
That's halfway
as a
true.
symbol of courage and my gratitude.
Don't you want to give that to Pablo?
My boy wants to be a doctor, like his mother. Say, what's your name anyway?
Lara.
I'll have a new story to tell now, Lara. Thanks again.
Ha! I like how he pronounced it Lara too, with a non-rhotic R. In case you're curious about what that means, considering the non-rhotic. There are certain accents in languages, like English, which I speak, well, clearly. Help thy neighbor. Well, that side quest is done. Although I'm still going to use the upgrades just to kind of see what I got out of it. That was a simple side quest, though. But yeah, you know, I'll give this a +1 though, because like every other side quest almost was just, you know, grab this shit and then it was just scavenger runs. Grab this shit and bring it back, and that bothered me. Oh yeah, as well I was saying though, like when I say, you know, it's half true what you said, back when she said, you know, the courage of one person can outweigh the whatever of dozens more, whatever, that's halfway true. Because, like, historically speaking, because, like, one person in and of themselves, like, at the moment, don't actually do much, really, like, honestly, but they become a symbol for a movement that gets shit done. The example I'll use for this is the Montgomery bus boycott, meaning, you know, with Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks herself, well, she was working with a group actually the whole fucking time anyway, but Rosa Parks' actions in and of itself, of, you know, refusing to get off the bus and getting arrested, that in and of itself didn't do shit. But it led to the movement, well, the boycott of the buses, which then led to the abolishment, at least in Montgomery, of, you know, blacks having to sit in the back of the bus. That's what I mean. Like, one person doesn't really do it, but, like, they'll incite others to accomplish the goal they were going to do in the first place. Although they didn't mention that in that conversation. Anyway, let's look at these things. Skill points. Now, there's another knife you can get, which is the reinforced knife. And I know that because there's an area that's inaccessible without it, and I don't have it. I don't know how the hell you make it though. Yeah, fuck if I know how to make that. You know one thing I miss? I miss the semi-automatic single shot golden rifle thingy from Rise. Even though it was semi-automatic, I actually liked it. I mean, yeah, I missed some shots here and there, but I got pretty accurate and it was really good on the ammo. I was gonna do, well, actually, I'm gonna put some other side quests in this as well. So this isn't it, but this is the last thing I'm recording. So everything after this point is shit that I already recorded. Which is the kind of thing where we're just scavenge around fetch quests I don't really care for. There was actually one more side quest that was about people bitching about some stupid shit. And I was like recording it and everything. Except I couldn't find out where the fuck the goddamn marker was. I'll even show it. Oh yeah, no, it's not in this area. This is actually Kiwakwaku, how the fuck you pronounce it. So never mind, I'm not going to bother showing it, but yeah, so unless there's some other sort of side quest that I see, because the only reason I did this one is for the same reason I did Witch of the Veil and Blood Ties, is because while I was reviewing this to go ahead and upload it, meaning just Shadow in general, I saw the side quest and I was like, wait a minute, I was going to do that, I didn't do it. So now I've done it. So unless that happens again, this is where it ends. Check out Laura. I am. Shit. My last comment, and this is going to be completely about objectifying women. Top 3 sexiest women in gaming. In no particular order. Yennefer from Witcher 3. Claire from Resident Evil 2 Reimagining 2019. Laura right here from this. Yep. And you know, I actually talked to a friend before about this kind of shit. And so this isn't my opinion, but this is her opinion. She didn't have a top 3, she had a top 2. Top 2 sexiest men in gaming, which is really... Just saying that sentence was weird, but this is hers, not mine. Also in no particular order, since there's only 2 of them. Nathan Drake, who I mentioned before. And Ezio from Assassin's Creed. Although she didn't have a 3rd option. But yeah, so apparently those are 2 sexy men in gaming. Well, Wait. No, there was a third one. Sorry, there was a third one. Connor from Detroit Become Human. That was the third one, I think. Anyway. See ya. Alright, so as far as the whole non-rhotic thing goes, it depends on the language that you're speaking at the time, which is why I mentioned languages previously. The essence of non-rhotic is whether or not you pronounce the R sound after a vowel. When it comes to consonants, you always pronounce it, but after a vowel, if it's non-rhotic, you don't pronounce it. Here are some examples. In rhotic language, you would say bread, word, bird, third, park. With non-rhotic, you would say bread, word, bird, third, park. You see what I'm getting at? So with rhotic, it would be Laura. Non-rhotic, Lara. You see what I'm saying? And he said Lara like that. So that's the explanation behind the whole non-rhotic thing. I forgot to expand on it sooner, and I didn't realize I forgot about it. So I'm not going to sit there and record more gameplay to explain it. So I can just do it here and now. So hope that helps. That's the difference between rhotic and not rhotic. So, yeah. Just know that after a consonant, you always have the R's, even with a non-rhotic. So, there you go. Have a nice day.